It was going to happen. I'm surprised that it's happened this week, but maybe it has been brought on by the fact of the farmers and their groundswell protests right across New Zealand. It only took one group of people to say enough is enough, and it appears now that the peasants, not only in the rural areas but also now certainly in the cities, are revolting. And who are they revolting against? They are revolting against this current government, and in particular the Prime Minister Jacinder Ardern. A petition was set up only a short while ago, and already it has 30,000 signatures, and people are giving big donations. They don't have to, but some people are giving big donations to make this petition really as powerful as they can. And they have in this short time got over 30,000 signatures. This is growing like topsy. This is the first time I've ever seen or witnessed the people so angry, New Zealanders so angry, not Aotearoans, but New Zealanders so angry, they are signing a petition. They are lined up to sign this petition, a petition to have our Prime Minister, Jacinder Ardern, removed from office. That everything that we said on this radio station for the past, 3.5 years? Everything we have said has proved correct about Jacinder Ardern. And those people that phoned me and abused me, wouldn't it be nice if you actually phoned me and apologised for telling me the crap that you were living by and you believed that Jacinder Ardern was that sweet little girl that she thought she was? Have you dawned yet that she is just a well-trained puppet? She's nothing more but a well-trained puppet. And where did this puppet training start? It started in England when she was part of 80 researchers for the Tony Blair office to try and do this exactly the same thing that she's doing here now. Tony Blair has gone down as really one of the worst, silliest, stupid little prime ministers that Britain has ever had. But she worked for him, and she is working on the same ideological bullshit that Tony Blair finally got. He got thrown out of Britain for exactly the same nonsense that Ardern is playing with here. Now, and also, of course, she worked in the Helen Clark's office, again playing around with these sort of ideological bullshit and nonsense, and becoming more and more the puppet, not only of the United Nations, but of those woke people, those dangerous, dangerous woke people who have also now got control of our school teachers. And if you can see just how bad the school teachers are, this will give you an idea of just how bad and dangerous Jacinder Ardern has become. The constant and blatant abuse of powers by this current Prime Minister, this Jacinder Ardern, and her government, it has just gone too far. From false promises during election time to causing racial divide in our country, this current Prime Minister, this Jacinder Ardern, and her government are steering all of us into a direction which is dangerous to our freedoms. This has been happening since Christchurch mosque attack, the first group of New Zealanders to be on the Prime Minister and her government hit list, where law-abiding firearm owners were blatantly scapegoating and social divide were pushed to an unfair and malicious manner, which caused unnecessary tensions for this group. Some would go as far as saying it was discrimination. And now let's fast forward to COVID, the previous election, and numerous law changes, proposals. Life in New Zealand hasn't gotten any better, especially after what she promised to us No, what has happened instead are more taxes, a bunch of laws to take away our freedoms of speech, and now a restructure of government healthcare that gives racial privileges, yes, radical racial privileges, without any public discussion. Are we still living in democracy? Or are we all more than happy to just let this Prime Minister, this Jacinder Ardern, this crazy Cindy and her government make all of our decisions with no open debates or any communication? The amount of rush laws and changes that this Prime Minister and her government have pushed through during the state of fear from COVID is truly alarming, and it is really a worrying to say the least. But let's fear the worst, it is still to come. A slow and gradual permanent change is always easier to carry out than a quick and forced one. Think about the bigger picture here. Look at what has been done in the past couple of years and gain awareness as to what direction we are being taken. We are being taken as a country. So now is the time for you and for me, and this is the honest New Zealander, to do something about it. Let's stop this bird, let's stop this government in their tracks right now, and let's not have any more destruction of our democracy or our freedoms. I have put a copy or put a link up on our Facebook page where you can sign this petition. But I tell you what, have you seen a mention of this petition in any of the free press? Not on your sweet Nelly, because remember, Jacinder Ardern paid the newspapers, TV1, particularly those, an awful lot of money, many millions of dollars, for them to stay on her side and print her rubbish, her lies, and support her straight out radical dishonesty. I'm not going to hard sell the importance why we all us thinking, all us honest New Zealanders, why we should sign this petition. Because we all know deep in our hearts what is happening politically in New Zealand at the moment. It's not only dangerous, but it is wrong, and it's absolutely dishonest.